welcome to another episode of the Farr Show. I'm Damien Farr. So, we talked about E3 last week. This week, we got console specs. I'm a console PC guy, so that's just me. I don't know what you are, but let's go off the Xbox One X. Its CPU is an AMD custom Jaguar Evolved, is what they're calling it, with 2.3 gigahertz, and then it's 8 cores. That's standard for all the systems except the Switch. So comparing that to the Xbox One, it has an AMD Jaguar 1.75 gigahertz, also 8 core, like I said. So those are the comparisons for the CPU for the old and the new. Obviously the new is better, I would hope. That wouldn't make sense. So comparing it to the PS4 Pro, which has an AMD Jaguar running at 2.13 gigahertz, also 8 core, like I said, all of them are 8 core, except Nintendo, but we're not really putting Nintendo on this list, even though it's on my paper. Then, actually we will include them just because why not. Then comparing that to the PS4, an AMD Jaguar, once again, AMD pretty much every system, with 1.6 gigahertz, also 8 cores. So that's all the CPUs other than Nintendo Switch is running a NVIDIA custom Tegra at 1020 megahertz. So going to all their GPUs, because you gotta compare GPUs, this is where I just couldn't find a number that related to the PS4 and the Xbox One stuff. So Nintendo just has a NVIDIA Tegra still, because it's integrated obviously. So the GPU for the Xbox One is also AMD. It's technically the Jaguar still, so it's got 6 teraflops for the Xbox One X, and then 1.31 teraflops for the Xbox One. Then going to PS4 Pro, they also have AMD once again with 4.2 teraflops. And then also with AMD on the PS4 itself, the normal one, is 1.8 teraflop, or 1.84 teraflops, sorry about that. So pretty much they've upgraded the system's GPU, obviously. The PS4 Pro pretty much is made for VR, the Xbox, and 4K, so it's got dual purpose. I wish they would have spec'd it up a little more, but that's just me. And then the Xbox One X is for 4K. That's really all. And then RAM. This is where there's a big difference actually. 12 gigabyte GDDR5 RAM, going at 326 gigabytes per second, and it's clocked at 6.8 gigahertz. My bad. Then going to the PS4 Pro, which has 8 gigabytes of GDDR5, and it's running at 200.6 gigabytes per second. I didn't find a gigahertz for that one. Then comparing that to the Xbox One, so we're just going down the line. Sorry, this is out of order compared to what I was doing. 8 gigabytes DDR3 RAM. That's at 204 gigabytes per second, and then 2,133 megahertz. That's different than the other one. A gigahertz is bigger than a megahertz. Smart glasses. And then going to the PS4, has 8 gigabytes GDDR5 memory, going at 176 gigabytes per second. And then going to Nintendo, they just have 4 gigabytes. That's okay, Nintendo. You have a portable system compared to an Xbox One, which is meant to do 4K. So, really, overall, all the specs are pretty close. The Xbox One S is kind of pushed over here. The PS4 Pro, the PS4, and then the Xbox One are kind of like smushed together, and then the Nintendo Switch is over here. So it's kind of like a spectrum. So, hopefully you found this informative. I will have a link to GameSpot in the description to give you a full rundown. This is just a brief rundown on what's different. So as always, because we talk about stuff, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and have a far off night.